long story for you guys. So a couple days ago, I was trying to make my comeback video. The video that was gonna get 1,000 quadrillion views. It was gonna get on, I was gonna go on the news, I was gonna meet famous people. While I was there editing, I realized I'm not funny.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
But that's okay.
You're gonna be okay!
Because other people on the internet are funny. So they can just replace me. Kind of. So I'm just gonna watch a guy's video that he made that's funny. So I don't have to be funny. You see where my head's at? You see? I know, right? His name is Talosif Tech. He is hilarious, and he is an Apple fanboy, just like me. If you couldn't tell from his wall. I mean, I got my Apple case, I got my shirt from Apple. I'm literally holding up my iPhone with an iPhone box that it came in to record this video right now. And then beside it, I have another iPhone box. So come at me. Is that a little too far? No. He's a redhead. I love redheads. They are my favorite thing in this world. I know so many redheads. I know like... 2 redheads. Not as many as I thought. That wasn't a long story. It wasn't even a story at all. What am I thinking about?
Samsung, what are you doing? Yeah, in case you didn't know, Samsung decided that they were going to go full throttle in their anti-Apple ad campaign. The ad campaign that literally does not even show their own products. It's literally just to make fun of the iPhone, just to make fun of Apple stores and Apple users, and I don't mean to say that Samsung is complete garbage and Apple is complete perfection. They both have problems and they both have advantages, but at least Apple's marketing, while sometimes it may be dumb and sometimes I'm confused by it and I'm like, Apple, why does this exist? Their ads are still typically most of the time about their product. The HomePod plays music. The iPhone X has Face Unlock. They're cute. They're harmless little ads. I don't think they need to be there, but Samsung, if you like listening to your audience and you like keeping a headphone jack and not having a notch and listening to your customers, then listen to them when they tell you, shut up. Your marketing's garbage because of this new marketing campaign known as INGENIOUS, which is, of course, direct relation to the Apple Store's Genius Bar. Let's take a look.
So you can already tell how great this video is. He's just completely going out there. He's like, you came out with 7 freaking commercials and you didn't put one of your products in any of those commercials. All the commercials are just making fun of the iPhone or the name of something that the iPhone has. It's ridiculous. And this guy, I feel him. I really feel it.
So there has been an assortment of new Samsung ads, all in the title of INGENIOUS commercials, which all take place in Apple stores and are all mostly about the iPhone. I'd say 15 to 10% of the ad is actually about the S9. And the sad part is a lot of it doesn't even hold up or doesn't even need to be mentioned. Especially with the first one being about speed, when someone walks into an Apple store and says, so the iPhone X has the fastest download speeds, right? What is that? Is that something people just ask when they walk into the store? What are the download speeds? Which, in case you didn't know, Galaxy S9 can support 5G gigabit, and iPhones currently cannot. How many carriers are gonna give you gigabit speeds? Grand total of 0 right now. It's not really a thing, but sure, make your phone purchase on something that doesn't exist right now. And don't bring up CPU speed, because that's an era where the Samsung loses. Could we just make an entire rivalry show, a whole rivalry ad campaign where we go in and say, so does the S9 Plus have the fastest CPU on the market? And they have to go, well, but it's at least the best deal I can get on the Snapdragon 845, right? That's at least the best price I can get. You know, things people just ask in stores all the time. No, there's actually cheaper phones with the Snapdragon 845, but the 845 is faster than the iPhone chip, right? No, well, I believe what's in here, right?
So what Samsung's trying to say right there is, okay, we got this amazing thing on our Samsung Galaxy S9 that no other phone has, but guess what? You can't use it. That's great. Now go ahead and buy our phone, upgrade to Galaxy.
They go about saying things about the fast charger, which, by the way, yes, I agree, iPhones should include a fast charger. But when we start getting into ads like dongle, where we're supposed to say that a double dongle is a bad idea because that sounds wrong. I don't like the way that sounds. Hey, whoa! Definitely buying an S9 Plus now. In Samsung, you're really digging a grave here because we all know that you're not keeping the headphone jack permanently, and the more times you stack up that you still have a headphone jack, it's just gonna make the day when you remove it that much worse. And that much more embarrassing. So much of the market, in fact, the smartphones that outsell your Galaxies are not shipping headphone jacks. People are moving on. As much as you may claim that you want to use your old headphones, I'm sorry if you're that passionate about the headphone jack. I'm sorry if you need to keep it, but most of the market, most of the industry is moving on. I respect your right to purchase a phone that retains a headphone jack, but to make fun of the customer base that has moved on, that is buying wireless headphones or just getting used to having smartphones without headphone jacks, which is the majority people. iPhones are outselling Galaxies nearly every single quarter that goes by. It's either iPhone 10 is the best seller, iPhone 8 is the best seller, iPhone 8 Plus is the best seller, and Galaxy S9 Plus is the lowest selling Galaxy phone since 2012. Those are the stats, people. You can fight the facts and say that it's a better phone, and for you, that definitely may be possible. It could be a better phone. But why do you have to make fun of people who don't prefer a certain thing? Imagine if Apple made fun of you for wanting to keep the headphone jack. With their marketing campaigns, routinely said, and there's still idiots out on the market that want a headphone jack. That would upset you, right? So hopefully you can understand why a company that's making fun of someone for removing a port that we're not needing anymore, we're not using anymore, most of the market is moving on into wireless, and you want to make fun of that? You are the sheepish mentality that you are so desperately trying to make fun of in this video of, ooh, hipster dude who loves Apple products. By the way, how many iPhones did you have to buy to film this commercial? Apple's ads can be stupid sometimes, but they definitely didn't have to go out and buy a Galaxy in order to make the commercial happen. You're feeding the beast. Then, of course, there's a commercial about the notch, which, is that supposed to be me? Oh my god, it's a ginger. I'm in a Samsung. This is great, actually. I'm okay with this. Never mind. Let's keep doing this. But no, of course, the notch argument goes the route.
You can see in almost all the commercials, you can see like a HomePod in the background. You can see an iPhone 10. You can see an iPhone 8. You see like a bunch. You can even see AirPods. It's hilarious how much they had to buy just to film this. Because there's no way they would have like rented out an Apple store. It's like, hey, Apple, can I just like pay you a couple $1,000s and I'll just like video stuff inside your store? It's like, oh yeah, who's this filming for? Oh, it's not for Samsung, it's just for like my small little company. No, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead, I don't care what you do in there. It's not like you're gonna steal phones or anything, or make fun of ports, or, you know, just go ahead. It's completely harmless.
Out of, it's kind of noticeable there. And the employee says, well, it's not there in default view. And then he can say, well, what if I want the display to take up the entire... Then buy an iPhone 8, man! It's still there! It's cheaper! To which I have to respond, I have to bring this up. In both the times that I've used a Galaxy S phone, the distortion because of the curved display is very noticeable. It's definitely there. And unlike the notch on the iPhone 10, you cannot turn it off. There is not a mode to turn off the curvature of the sides of the display that, by the way, barely any other smartphone developers are doing that. No popular ones are doing the curved display on the sides thing. And after using the S9 Plus, I can understand why. I set off the display on accident. When I'm watching videos, the curves on the edge of the screen are very noticeable, and there's no way to turn it off. You just can't. It's like that now. With the iPhone 10, if you want to watch a video with the notch embracement, you can do that. If you don't want it, it's not there. If you want to persist that it has to use every single pixel, Apple still makes two options for you. Get those. At least the display is not distorted. You have two options when watching YouTube videos with a Galaxy. You've got to have the distorted sides. You just have to be distorted.
There's been a lot of people who like walked up to me and like, yeah, I went to Sam's Club, which is like a store over there. It's like, yeah, I don't really like the iPhone 10, you know, the screen. I don't really like the notch. I'm like, well, buy the iPhone 8. Okay, they have those options there. So why are you complaining about the phone that has a big screen when they're making two phones that are just how you like it? Stop complaining, please. Love this guy. Thank you.
Yes, then the ingenious ad about storage options because they can't find the micro SD slot inside their iPhone. Yes, you can upgrade Galaxy S9 storage. That storage will be slower. It will not be as easy to access. It will make the phone run slower. Sure, you can do that if you like taking apart your phone, because when my storage is full, I like to just get a SIM tray and pop things out. But you know what us Apple users have? Consistent storage. If we want more storage on our phone, we can buy the 256 gigabyte option. Samsung has that in some countries, but if you're buying it here, it's 64 gigs standard, not really that other upper tier option up to 256 gigs unless you go through some other store. Whereas Apple, I can just walk in and say, I would like a 256 gig iPhone, and they can hand it to you just then and there. And then all the storage on the phone is fast, is speedy. I don't have to worry about some of it being slow and some of it not being slow. It's not as divided. It's a more consistent experience. And Samsung, don't act like you don't advertise cloud storage too. They were saying it in the advertisement like, ugh, storing things in the cloud, that's so annoying, right? Yeah, it's so annoying how things just seamlessly work in the background and update for you and push all your files in the cloud seamlessly. No, I want to go get a flash memory card that can be blown away in the wind and install that myself with a SIM card. That's the more user-friendly way to do it. And now some of the storage will be slower than the other parts of the hard drive. So yeah, that's what users want to do. They want to fix the problem themselves instead of having Apple just give them a phone with more storage. Like I said, let me be clear. If that's important to you, that's great. But Apple doesn't make a commercial making fun of how Samsung has you upgrade your storage. That's what I'm doing right now. You can hate me. I don't care. Go ahead. And yes, the ingenious ad about the camera. This one kills me. Someone goes into the store and says, how about the camera? Is it better than the Galaxy S9? And some guy says yes, and then the customer's response is, not according to DxOMark. You know, something an ordinary consumer would walk into an Apple store and say. The DxOMark has larger score. Well, guess what, random customer? The Huawei P20 Pro has a larger score too. So the S9 Plus isn't even the best camera on the market. If you want to go by DxOMark standards, why are you defending it? And don't worry, Google will pay them off in a couple months, and then the Pixel 3 will be the best, and then the Samsung ad is ridiculous. But on an unrelated note, let me tell you what happened when I got my Galaxy S9 Plus, and I'm a vlogger. I like to vlog things on my Talos of Talks channel. This is what people started commenting when I switched over to the Galaxy S9 Plus. Top liked comment on the whole video. Wow, the S9 footage is trash. The Galaxy S9 sucks. This camera quality is terrible. Go back to the iPhone 10. I reckon the iPhone 10 has a better camera still. Navori even commented, said, bullcrap, I own an S8. Even if you try to fix the aperture and IO balance, you still end up with an awful low light shot. Hopefully, that was fixed with the S9, but all I know is when I started filming with that thing, lagged beyond belief, and it can only do it for 5 minutes. iPhone 10 can record 4K at 60 as long as it can fill that 256 gigabyte internal storage. Thank you, Apple. So, in conclusion, I wish Samsung wouldn't do this because it shows just how desperate they are that the iPhone 8 keeps outselling our futuristic phone. Stop buying iPhones! Stop buying them! Please buy the S9, please now! The Note 9 will have a yellow pen. It's just embarrassing. You guys are gross, you're sickening yourselves, and you're making me hate the company. Nope! Gotta hate the product. Gotta hate the product. Product being the advertising, which sucks. You're making it harder and harder to like you, Samsung. And as the only company that hasn't embraced the notch yet, you really shouldn't focus on being too unlikable right now. Let me know what you guys think of the Ingenious series down in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.
I have no words for what I just saw. It really hit somewhere in my heart. It really did. This guy speaks for me, but not just me, but all of us. All of us Apple users who just really need Samsung to move on. That was amazing! Woo! Make sure all of you guys go and subscribe to this guy, Talos of Tech. He makes great videos pretty much every day, I think. Every single day he comes out with videos just like this. So if all 12 of you, do I even have 12 anymore? I might have 15, I forgot. So if all of you guys go subscribe to him, he's gonna blow up. It's gonna be great. Subscribe right now or I will sue you, and that's because I'm getting desperate. There is one clip that Talos of Tech forgot to show you guys. So I'm just gonna roll that clip right now. Just go into it.
What's going on over there?
Oh no. They come here all the time.
Shh.